Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. Today we are on my island of Midnight. Now, this is the island where we are not using Nintendo Online features, so that means no custom designs, no money from other islands, any kind of trading for other types of items we are not able to do here. So we have earned everything that we have on this island ourselves. And I just want to say, if you're ever feeling kind of bored with Animal Crossing, starting over again, but starting like actually over again by not helping yourself out or going to treasure islands, really puts the joy back in this game. Or at least it's doing it for me. Like knowing that everything that I've done on this island so far is something that I've earned, really takes me back to when we all first started. So today I just want to give you a quick island update. So we'll do a quick walk around and see what we've done so far. And at the end, we're going to do a little speed build too. So this is a very simple entrance. I really liked the idea of just a path with trees covering it. And my resident service building is very close to my airport. So I like that this is all joined by this dirt path. I do think I'm going to go the natural route with this island. I'm not going to give it a theme per se because I don't know. I don't think it needs one. The theme is basically no Nintendo Online, so that's the main theme of the island. But as far as an aesthetic theme, it is going to be what it's going to be. So next to the path, I just put in a little park here. I was very happy when I finally got those DIY benches because those are one of my favorite DIYs, the garden benches, and added a little pond and just, drinking fountain, bird bath, and made it all the darker customizations just so everything matched. And I like that my streetlights on this island are the black ones because I think they go with it. No matter what you're doing, they go. So I'm happy with that. Moving this way down the path, I have a couple houses. So we have Stitches, and there's Kiki. And this is Rabat's house. So just kind of threw some things in their yards. Oh, got a weed. Just threw some things in their yards. Nothing too extraordinary again. They just have small yards up here. And there's Rabat. Again, just keeping it simple. Little flower gardens in front. Big fan of like symmetry. I think that looks nice. That's a good way to do it. Without, like I said, so no custom design. So trying to decorate more with flowers and items, and there's going to be lots of DIYs on this island because that's what we're going to have to use. It's taking things back to basics, but making the basics look great. So again, like just a bit of terraforming up there, just to add some height and some more trees. The island's going to have to be very tree and flower driven since, those are the best ways to decorate when you don't have a lot of things. They add obviously the flowers add a lot of color, the trees add a lot of height. We're going to be relying on that a lot. So up to our resident service building. On this side we have the museum. I did end up fully upgrading it, mostly because I wanted red on my island. So having red on my island, red sells you, when he comes to your island, he sells you 2 pieces of furniture along with the art. And those 2 pieces of furniture are 2 color variants that you wouldn't normally ever see in your Nook's Cranny. So that's why it's important to get red coming to your island. And the fact, if you want the statues or whatever to decorate with as well. So we did end up upgrading the museum fully. On this side of the park, I just have another 2 houses. So we have Kiki and Pietro. And they're just living their best lives right here. And across the bridge, again, more just random items dropped or placed about my dock. Nothing much going on there. And then the path continues, and we have the twin rabbits here. So this is Chrissy and Francine's house. I don't know if Chrissy wants to leave, and I don't want her to leave, so I'm just going to not talk to her right now. So we've got them right here, and then behind them we have Diana and Cherry's house. So, yeah, not a whole lot has progressed as far as decorating goes. Up here, I still have my orchard, my sister fruit orchard, where we're able to farm all these oranges and make lots of money. And same with my pumpkin patch. Pumpkins are great money makers, so I've definitely been harvesting them to finance this island. And then I still have the flower breeding ground over here. So we've been pretty good with the hybrid flowers. I haven't gotten a lot of the ones that I've wanted, unfortunately, but the green mums I love, so that's great. But I don't think I'm going to end up with any blue roses, and that's fine. I don't really need blue roses. Blue roses aren't really in nature as far as I know anyway. And then lastly, we have Octavian back here. He just moved in recently because Roscoe asked to leave. I didn't pull up my map, so here's my map. And I've kind of been going with, like, the island is called Midnight. So I was kind of going with I don't want to say weirdo villagers, but kind of villagers, maybe like Island of Misfit Toy villagers kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So they're kind of all a little bit different, maybe. So, you know, as far as like, I don't mean like bad different. Like, you know, we have these two colorful rabbits, like twin rabbit, and then, you know, our black cat. Cherry's a very punk dog. Diana's like this whimsical deer. Octavian is this, well, I don't really know. Octavian's kind of like this cranky little octopus. You know, Robot's a robot. Muffy is like this dark, mysterious sheep. Stitches is a teddy bear that's alive. And Pietro, I don't even need to say, he's a clown. So, right? So I've kind of been going on that kind of idea that it's kind of like, you know, there's no kind of like natural villager here kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are all kind of Island of Misfit Toy. I don't know what else to say besides that, but that's kind of what we're going with. That's what we've done so far. Like I said, it's been really invigorating just doing the daily stuff, getting your bells, getting all the DIYs. I've been super good trick is I have amiibo cards, so most of these villagers came from my amiibo cards. You need to invite a villager at least 3 times for them to be able to move to your island. And every time they'll ask you to build a DIY for them. And if you don't have the DIY recipe, they give you the DIY recipe. So by getting these villagers to come to my island via amiibo, then I've been getting all these DIY recipes from that. So that's been amazing. And if you didn't know, probably everyone knows at this point, but there's 8 different personality types. And out of those 8 different personality types, each are assigned certain recipes. So you can actually Google online, like, what kind of recipes a smug villager is going to give you, what kind of recipes a sisterly villager is going to give you, or so on. So if there were some recipes that I really wanted, those were the villagers I was inviting to my island by amiibo, and I was able to add a lot of recipes to my catalog that way. So I started in August, at the beginning of August, I believe, and I think I just was in December, like December 12th or 13th, but like playing every day to get all my DIYs. So like even I got like a lot of the seasonal stuff from the fall, playing every day throughout the fall. So I just brought my time back to connect with the internet. So I'm back in real time September 5th. So because I didn't want to keep going, and I don't want my island in the winter anyway. So today, after that update, well, this section here is pretty self-explanatory. It was just Abel's. I didn't really talk about it because I was talking about other things. But we have the Able Sisters shop. So I just kind of built this little cliff back here because that's another thing when I was going to talk about the decorating tips without using design codes, because design codes are so big right now. It's hard to imagine islands without them, and that's what I want to kind of prove to you by making this island, is that you can have a beautiful island without using them. I don't think they're necessary. I'm the first one to admit, you guys, if you've been following along on my channel, you know that I use a lot of them. And I'm not going to say that I don't like them. Of course I like them. I love them. But I also think they're not always necessary. And I think we've also gotten to a point where so many people need a code in every single square of their island, to the point some look too full for me. And I'm trying to get us back to a point where I don't think you need every space covered with something. So on this side is just where I put my house. It's only upgraded. I kind of like it like this, honestly, without the upstairs. We'll see if I need to upgrade it. My storage is full. Like I said, every single room of my house, all 4 rooms, are just packed with items because, like I said, I've got no more storage. All right, so lastly, we have this little incline going down, and then this little wooded area. So this is Muffy's house. So what we're gonna do today, I want to create Muffy a little enchanted forest, because to me she's kind of whimsical, kind of magical. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to kind of make it a little fuller and add some more kind of whimsical things back here. So we're going to do that speed build right now, and I'll catch you right back at the end. Okay, so we are back. I jumped forward to the evening and went a couple days just so everything would grow in, even though I think everything was pretty much grown in. Oh, she's even back there. So my thought process of Muffy's Enchanted Forest was I wanted a deep forest area, so lots of trees, and I wanted kind of, hidden slash secluded and full. So I think we achieved that. I like the dirt pathing I have all throughout, just to kind of give like her house, like pathway to her house, and to kind of show that it's not maybe well taken care of. And I placed some weeds around just to kind of emphasize that. I put the spooky trees in amongst the actual real trees all throughout the forest, just to kind of add a little bit of spookiness, of course. And in the island lore, she's kind of perhaps dabbles in witchcraft. She's kind of got that vibe for me anyway. So I put lots of shrubs and flowers again around. I kept the flowers to kind of purple, and I did some of the black, which of course are Muffy's colors, even her house, even though it's hard to tell here in the dark, but it's black and purple. And kind of tried to accent that as much as possible. So I really, I think it kind of turned out nice. I do like, she's got this little cauldron and spellbook area where, she practices. And her fortune teller set where the villagers come to get their fortune read by her. And she's got her own little pumpkin patch here, so that's kind of cool. She's, self-sustained. And then even just back here throwing some, laundry just to fill up the forest a bit more, and like little items back here. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Like I said, doing a design without any custom content can be difficult, but it's not impossible. And I think this is a good example of that. You just have to learn to work with what you have. So again, like these are only things I could get without going online. Like using lots of DIYs, like this rocking chair, and like I managed to pick up that hat when I was in the Halloween season. I wish I got the purple one in hindsight, obviously, but you know what? One pop of red isn't going to kill the scene. But those plasma balls kind of hidden in the trees just to kind of show some, activity going on around. It's kind of magical back here. So anyway, I think it turned out kind of cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to Canada Crossing. We are growing and I'm loving it. Thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me that you guys watch my videos and enjoy them. So stick around. We've got a lot more coming up here on Midnight. And of course, on our Swamp Core island of Fire Cove is about maybe 3/4 of the way done now. So look forward to more speed builds of that coming up. And I'll see you in the next video.